the world there is very genuine. Everyone has a smartphone in their pocket, but the world there is it's just real.
Welcome to Tiny Pulpit Talks. I'm Reverend TJ FitzGerald.
I'm Reverend Beth Dana.
I'm Reverend Daniel.
And we are here to talk a little bit about one of the really important things that this church does every year and throughout the year, which is supporting the children's village in India.
Yeah, that's part of it. We take a pilgrimage every year to Northeast India, where lots of people don't know there are 10,000 Unitarians that found their own way into Unitarianism. It wasn't a missionary conversion. It was a organic, indigenous movement that then found Unitarianism. And so there are churches, big and small, many places in the northeast part of India. We're talking about way over near Myanmar. This is not India as mainland India. This is way up in the northeast. And we take 10 people from the congregation every year to go and experience our faith grown in a different soil. And they have different kinds of rituals and commitments, but core values and core theological commitments. And we are a sponsor to the Children's Village, which is their project to support children who are orphaned mostly by maternal death due to poverty, and nurture those children with healthy food, healthy living, education, counseling. Really, the Children's Village is this beautiful two-campus place with organic farms and woods, and the children are really, it becomes their family.
Yeah.
So we run a camp. We kind of run a camp there for the week, arts and crafts and music, and then we spend another week with our partners. Yeah, it happens every year in January.
Yeah. How do people get to go?
You have to apply on our website, on our India partnership page. And because we can only take a group of 10, it's the sort of sweet spot number that works for our hosts and works for our travel. And then folks make their own arrangements and we meet, and then we do a lot of prep work leading up to it to orient around both the specifics of the culture there, but also more generally about pilgrimage, what it means to travel intentionally. And I preach a sermon on this, but it's, about the phases of pilgrimage, which are sort of preparation and then sort of the entry into this foreign place and then the return, and what all happens to us spiritually in those, what challenges there are, what questions we're carrying throughout the pilgrimage. And we meet every day as much as we can as a group to do a lot of processing around those things during the pilgrimage. So, yeah.
One of the things that I think is kind of cool is the people that you bring every year. I think it has included young people or a family with children. So it's not only adults who are going, but it's, some of our children from our church connecting with the children who live in the Children's Village. Which is wonderful.
It's been important from the beginning. We started taking teenagers, my child, and then, others. Because I noticed that all the visitors to the Children's Village were older than me and didn't relate to and that it was really valuable to these children who lived in this incredibly remote rural place to meet children who were from another culture, another place. Because what we're trying to help do is both expand hearts and minds here, but also expand hearts and minds there. And so we have this now deep relationship. We've had some children go more than once. I have seen some of these children there grow up and become adults. And I was in a restaurant in a city where two of our young people who grew up in the Children's Village were running this restaurant just when I was there this past year. And some of them are doing PhDs in computer science. And I mean, the success is amazing. And so there's that. And then there's also this engagement with Unitarianism that doesn't shy away from their relationship to God, prayer, ritual. That's really both challenging and interesting for the people who go on our pilgrimage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you've been so many times. Like, what's changed? Is there anything other than the people you've seen grow, but like, how did it start and what's it like now? What's the big innovation that you think has happened?
At least for me, I think I'm more clear about being intentional about asking those questions and also giving our pilgrimages the pilgrims those experiences where they encounter the religion. And I am better at interpreting what's going on than I was before. The first time I went, I was, like learning everything.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm, working on translating hymns, and I have a deeper understanding of a little bit what they mean when they say God, or when they have, when they are going through these rituals. I know the patterns of the rituals, so I can guide and help in a better way than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're better at running. Well, we run a craft and arts and music camp.
Yeah.
For the kids, because they're out of school in January. Their beginning of school starts in February. Their semester starts in February. Their whole year. So they're off, and so that's why we go those first couple weeks in January, so that we can give them this relational time, but also like relieve the staff that live there and put on this. So I always bring artists now. I always bring musicians, those kinds of things. So it's a pretty amazing thing. And it's, it's very remote. It's not comfortable. You have to, I always say people who want to go on the pilgrimage have to have been on a camping trip before, because you're outdoors a lot. It can be very cold. The only heaters are little coal fires or fire pits. It's not, there's nothing comfortable. You have to be wanting to go through that a little bit. But that's also part of this. The world there is very genuine. Everyone has a smartphone in their pocket, but the world there is it's just real.
Yeah.
And there are real problems, but there's also just real time and time to be with people and learn. And so that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will come sometime.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. Well, if you want to go, you can look on our website for information and sign up and learn more. Lots of people at our church have gone, so plenty of people to talk to you about the experiences. You got to be a member though, right?
Yeah, I'm just interested right now in taking our members. So, I mean,
But we'll see.
because it's a long-term commitment to a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense to me that that's the case. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So think about it. And if you have any questions, let us know. If you have any comments or anything like that, just drop them there in the chat. Subscribe, like us, do all those things. And till the next episode, hopefully we will see you on Sunday. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.